Welcome back to Real World 0 to 60, where today we are in the 2026 Kia K4 hatchback GT Line Turbo. That's a whole lot of names, basically just to say this is about the very nicest spec Kia K4 that you can get. It does not have the 2-liter 4-cylinder that most of them do. Instead, it has a 1.6-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder, no hybrids, no electrification here whatsoever. Front-wheel drive only, and an 8-speed automatic gearbox. It makes 190 horsepower and 195 pound-feet of torque. And Kia says it'll do 0 to 100 kilometers per hour, so 62 miles an hour, in 8.1 seconds. That doesn't sound very quick. In fact, it's one of the slower things that we've tested here on Real World 0 to 60. And we're gonna try it in a few different ways. First and foremost, we're gonna turn the air conditioning all the way off to make sure that we're not getting any parasitic drain from that. There is no such thing as launch control here. So all we're doing is putting this on a flat piece of road, using a GPS tracker to confirm our times, hitting the brake, hitting the gas, and letting it do what it does. So here we go, test number 1. Confirm that we are reset and safe. Here we go. We are in normal mode. There's 40, there's 50, and there's 60. So we're gonna slow down and pull over safely to look at our result. 0 to 60 in 7.76 immediately. Required nothing special. If we remove rollout, 7.51. So the very first opportunity for the Kia K4 to hit 0 to 60 in its prescribed time, and it beat it by nearly half a second if you remove rollout. Okay, we're gonna give it another shot here in sport mode and just see what we get. On the brake, on the gas. I would say, oh boy. Well, you know, the brakes work good. We know that now. 0 to 60, 7.68. So we cut that time just a little bit. That's impressive. Take the rollout out, 7.38. That's really impressive for this little car. We're gonna turn off traction control and try one more time for science. We are not gonna try paddle shifting this thing. I don't know if it'll make any difference at all. And frankly, the fact that we're continually improving makes me just wanna leave it alone aside from traction and see where we get. So on the brake, on the gas, let's see what we do. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Slower that time, 8.15. But look, the reality is we already know. It beat its real world 0 to 60 time of 8.1 seconds to 62, mind you. It did 60 in 7.5 roughly with rollout. Very, very impressive, Kia. This is honestly probably the most impressive car I've driven all year. For 32 grand, you get what most people in America should probably be looking at. A car that fits 5 adults, 4 very comfortably with tons of space, tons of technology, heated and ventilated seats, a heated steering wheel, a huge panoramic sunroof, tons of cargo space in the back. If you fold the seats down, you get almost 60 cubic feet of cargo space, which is outstanding. Look, there are some people that this car is not for. It doesn't come with available all-wheel drive, even if you need it. It is not good for people who regularly transport 5, 6, 7 people. It can't tow very much. So there are some use cases that are outside of its bounds, but for the most part, the vast majority of people who are paying $40,000, $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 for a vehicle aren't getting very much more than they would already get with this, they're going into crazy debt for things like that, and I don't get it. So let me know what you think of the Kia K4 in the comments. I am wildly impressed with this little car at 32 grand. It has so much tech, blind spot monitoring and surround view cameras and little cameras that pop up when you turn on the turn signals. I mean, there's just so much to love about this little car. Do I wish it was rear wheel drive? Of course I do, but it handles great as it stands for a front wheel drive vehicle. There's just not a lot to hate about it, and frankly, the moment it was out of warranty, I would be chucking bigger turbos and crazy stuff on this thing just to see how fast you could get it as a little customizable hot hatch. Maybe Kia will do that on their own. Tag Kia, everybody. Maybe Kia needs to do that on their own. Make this a little hot hatch. Why not? Come on, Kia. See you next time on Real World 0 to 60, everybody.